What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Lose Your Ass podcast. After we had a brief hiatus, we are back, and we are super ready for this show. We have a fun show in store tonight. We're going to be talking all sorts of sports, all sorts of arrests. We're going to be talking The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Yes.
There's idea.
So
Pumped.
for those of you who don't know, as well as a sports fanatic, I am a trashy reality TV fanatic. So I watch The Housewives. I watch Love and Hip Hop, The Challenge on MTV. I watch The Bachelor in Paradise. I have to get into The Bachelor, but I know a little bit about it. I watch any type of crappy reality TV. Love is Blind, that was on Netflix. I will watch it. I enjoy it. It's so you are kind of with the pro right now, James. As I didn't just choose. So we obviously, for those who don't know, we are picking, I guess, our 5 to 10 bachelors from sports that would be great bachelors on the ABC show. Handing out the roses, dating all the women. We think that these gentlemen would be fine bachelors, or not even fine bachelors, entertaining bachelors.
So, a question: is there a Bachelor Celebrity Edition?
Well, okay, so most of the bachelors. So for most of the season of The Bachelorette, the previous season of The Bachelorette, usually a lot of the times it's like the runner-up or like the fan favorite from that season, and then for The Bachelorette, they pick who, like, either the fan favorite or like the runner-up from the previous season of The Bachelor. So it's like it's like a circle of
Gotcha. Okay.
stuff. And then they also have a show called Bachelor in Paradise where all the rejected people who did not win go and try to find love with each other.
Interesting.
It's I think you would enjoy it. Not as like a fan of the show, but as a competitive person, you could be a team. Like, you could root for someone and that could be your team, and you want them to win. And a lot of my friends are very into it.
Is that what's
so I know it's kind of, it is. It's like a sport. And also, because I know you don't, like, obviously you're not a big Bachelor fan, or you're not even a TV person. You're a sports.
Yeah.
You're a sports guy through and through.
Yep.
But
history.
Yes. So, but a lot of these mostly Bachelorette contestants are like failed professional athletes. Like, you wouldn't know this, but like, so I guess not the last Bachelor, but the Bachelor before this was like a tight end in the NFL, but like a tight end on like the practice squads and stuff like that. They've had like tight end contestants that were football players. Aaron Rodgers' brother was a contestant. He ended up winning.
Oh, really?
It was a whole thing with, so Aaron Rodgers and his family, like, don't get along. That was a big storyline. Like, so the sports and the Bachelor, Bachelorette kind of can combine at some points.
Okay. All right. Interesting. I might have to check this show out.
Oh, yes. Jesse Palmer, who was former Giant, was the Bachelor at one point. Yes, he was the Bachelor. Yeah, so there's a lot of crossbreeding. Currently, the winner of the Bachelor season that just passed is dating Mason Rudolph, allegedly.
Oh, that's right. So, I did. Okay.
Yes. She's obviously not with the Bachelor, but she's with Mason Rudolph. So, yeah, so they coincide together.
All right.
A lot of college athletes.
I'll tell you what.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Before we even start this show, I would just like to formally invite any of these bachelorettes to accept my rose. Right? It's a rose?
It is a rose. Good job. Yeah.
I would gladly any of them a rose.
Yeah. I don't know about any of them, but
I'm
sure there's some of them are crazy. But those are the ones that you want on the show. So right now, again, we are putting our casting director hat back on.
Yeah.
It's coming back on from Tiger King. Obviously, totally different realm of Bachelor Bachelor and Tiger King. Though Joe Exotic would make an awesome Bachelor.
Without a doubt.
But so, James, I'm gonna ask you to start with which one of all of sports, give us a name of who is a potential to be, we'll call it Lose Your Ass Podcast's Bachelor.
All right. Bachelor is the male, I'd assume.
Yes, Bachelor is the male Bachelor. That's Bachelor Party, Bachelorette Party.
All right. I take Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh, good-looking guy. Very good-looking.
Yep. New Yorker. Very attractive. Looks good in that uniform.
And also, there has never been an African-American Bachelor.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
It's always been these, like, cookie-cutter-looking white guys, so... So that's good.
Yeah, no, I think Donovan Mitchell was one of the first people I thought of when you told me about this segment, actually.
Is he? I thought about him, too. He's not on my list, but I thought about him, too.
Yeah, definitely. I have multiple.
Yeah. And, okay, so he is a little young. He's 23. Well, you're finding a wife, but lately they've been casting younger and younger. But yes, he's good looking. He's very handsome.
Yes, he is.
6'1".
Yep. Tons of fun.
Tons of fun. Yeah, no, I think that he's a great pick. He obviously has a backstory now with, this whole coronavirus thing, which would be incredible to exploit on TV.
Absolutely. Which they will
probably do. Oh yeah, of course. For this thing, I'm sure a lot of women would want him. I have a feeling he'd be a very good guy, which is a little boring.
Yeah.
I think women are gonna love him, but he does bring a little bit of like a cocky attitude to it. Like you remember the Rookie of the Year thing when he had the rookie, like he had the sweatshirt that defined the rookie because right. Ben Simmons was in the league already. But yeah, no, I think that's a great pick.
Mm-hmm.
He's a handsome guy. I went probably the most obvious choice. He's gorgeous. He's currently the quarterback of probably one of the most known NFL teams in history. He has a body like a Greek god. Women flock to him. He cannot, though, boringness, he cannot complete the pass to Emmanuel Sanders. I went with Jimmy G. I mean, he's a beautiful man who women tend to flock to, and he's got that $1 million smile. He does. Like once the whole football thing doesn't work out, which it probably won't.
Why?
He has his 2 rings. He's went to the Super Bowl by himself. He's proven everyone wrong. He got his money, but he's very good looking, and I think that will draw a lot of women to the show, which is mostly women who watch The Bachelor, The Bachelorette.
Absolutely.
My only thing is he's boring. Like, that he hasn't had a hardship in his life. Like, it's just been...
That's very true.
It's just been so easy for him. So I think he'd be boring.
Right. I agree, yeah.
Very good looking. Which women... Right. So he's obviously... When I first thought of The Bachelor, I thought of him because, women love him.
Mm-hmm. Men
probably want to be him. So...
True that. I am Jimmy G, though.
You are... Yes. So, yeah. You are Jimmy G. That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct. All right, so we got Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy. we got we got Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy G as our potential bachelors.
Mm-hmm.
Who is your next person that could potentially be the Lose Your Ass podcast bachelor?
I went up north for this
Okay.
decision.
Okay.
We're going to Canada.
Canada. Okay.
Taking Tom Wilson
Tom Wilson.
from the Washington Capitals.
Ah. Okay. Give us your reasoning. Why will he be a good...
Look at his picture.
I know. I know.
He's a gorgeous human being. But,
those eyes, man.
Yeah, I know. That's why he made it my list. I didn't even do any other thinking. I just saw his eyes and I was like, all right, he's in.
You'd want the rose from him. I want the rose from him. Yes, he is very handsome.
Yeah.
Very handsome.
Yeah. Plus, he's got
Kinda
like
has a
rugged aggression, playing hockey, so he could beat the crap
right.
out of
Right. He's not like a pretty boy, which a lot of the bachelors are pretty boys.
Yeah.
So I like that. He does fit the typical bachelor look.
Yeah. Yeah, that hair.
The hair, the eyes, he has that bachelor look for that, going for him.
And he's 6'4".
Yeah.
So,
that doesn't hurt. That does not hurt at all. He's very good looking guy. And a good age for the Bachelor series. I think he's the same age. So he's my age. So he's 26.
Mm-hmm.
And he does, I believe he has a Stanley Cup, right? He won? Yeah, he won. He's a Stanley Cup champion, which is always good.
In 2012, I believe. No, 18? Yeah, because he was drafted in 12, I think.
Yeah. I think you're correct. So, yeah. So he was drafted when he was 18. Jesus. I was graduating high school and he was getting drafted. But yeah, he fits.
What the hell was I doing in 2012? Actually, I don't even want to know what I was doing in 2012. Back in the day.
Yeah, I like that. He's good. He's like the tough guy on the team too. He's kind of your goon.
Yeah, I tried to mix up sports too, so.
Yeah, like imagine. So every Bachelor season they do like a hometown visit where you meet the families.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't imagine like a father being like, "You better not hurt my girl," because he's
right. You're like, or
he's
what?
Scary. Yeah, or what are you gonna do?
Right. What's gonna happen here?
Which I feel like is gonna be a lot of. Yeah, like Jimmy G. I don't find Jimmy G. I know he plays football, but he's not very tough. Like this guy's tough and good looking.
Yeah, I think I would probably fight Jimmy G. I'd lose.
I'm sure a lot of people would. A lot of men whose girlfriends kiss Jimmy G posters at night would want to fight him. Like this guy, Tom, you don't want to fight.
No.
So yeah, no, I like him. He's good looking. He fits that Bachelor type look.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very promising prospect for this Bachelor season.
Yeah.
I went a very extreme way with my next person in a good way. So I told you the Bachelor doesn't have much diversity when it comes to contestants or, the Bachelorette itself. They've had one African-American Bachelorette. There's been absolutely no gay Bachelor, no lesbian Bachelorette. So this route, I went with Michael Sam. The first openly gay man drafted in the NFL. What'd you say?
I thought we were doing athletes.
He is an athlete. He was the first openly gay man. He played in the Canadian Football League. He was on Dancing with the Stars, which is ABC's network. So ABC also airs The Bachelor. People were very, see, I did my homework.
Yeah.
He did, he made a lot of publicity, and I think that he'd be a great way to kind of start with a gay bachelor, because he's this manly man who I wouldn't say something bad to if I was an idiot who thought those thoughts. I wouldn't say something bad to him. Like, he's not someone I would be like, oh, let me go make fun of him, because he'll kill you. He's very big. Yeah. He's very big. He's very he's very handsome.
He is.
And I think that if you're gonna, first, he's a football player, so that automatically kind of makes people, I don't know why it makes people feel better that he's a football player and he's gay. So, like, you know how some people think he's not that gay, but that's obviously not true, because there's not that. So I think that he'd be great as a first gay bachelor. He has already the ABC network type vibe.
Right.
And he's a handsome guy. And I think it's time that they expand into that realm.
Right. Well, I agree. I happen to agree with you. I hope one day in my lifetime we are ready to see that on television. I
hope so too. I think
nobody's.
It's not our generation that's the problem.
No.
You know what I mean? It's my con of him being the Bachelor is he's not real. Like, my only con is, like, he played in the CFL for like a couple games. Like, that was his, and he played in the preseason, so he technically, like, I don't know if we count him, but like I said, a lot of failed football players end up on The Bachelor. So,
this makes sense.
It all ties together. Plus, he's very good looking, very well spoken.
I agree.
He's 30 years old, so he hits that demographic of, hey, I'm looking for that person. Even though with the latest couple of seasons of The Bachelor, he might be a little too old, but I think that's the perfect age. Yeah. Because they've been getting, like, people that are young, like, super young.
Gotcha.
All right, so we got Michael Sam, Tom Wilson, Donovan Mitchell, and Jimmy G.
Yep.
All right, who is your next?
My next pick is probably the one that makes me want to vomit the most.
Oh, God.
But I had to put him in there because he is deserving of it. It's a very handsome lad. And he's also the quarterback of the most popular football team in America.
Aaron Rodgers?
Hell no!
Well, that's the way that I'm...
Rodgers. This is a Bachelor competition, not popularity contest for ugliest people in the United States.
I thought you might go that route. I didn't. Chill. You said the guy who's most popular team in America. I imagine the Packers are up there. Oh, I know who you're picking. Dak.
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
Kills me to say this.
Handsome guy.
Handsome guy, about to sign one of the biggest contracts we've ever seen.
Oh, yes.
And he's on, Hey, listen, here's why I thought about it. Thanksgiving Day, probably the only day where most females, and hold on, before I get put on some television, I get put on some TV network about girls watch
as football. As a woman myself, he is not. You're not a sexist, so
no. Thanks.
I'm also putting that out there. Like, he's
females who don't watch football.
Yeah.
Besides the Super Bowl, they'll never see Dak.
Let's just see people people who don't watch football. Because
We could do that.
I think
Yeah.
that's,
Well,
yes,
but Dak Prescott is a single. What is it? Heterosexual?
from what we know, yes.
Yeah. So as far as we know, he likes females. So if he was on The Bachelor, it would be females.
Right. Correct. No, you're right.
So they, if you don't watch football, there's 2 times a year that you watch football, and that's the Super Bowl and Thanksgiving.
Right.
Who's on Thanksgiving Day every year?
Dak, the Cowboys.
So I know it as a guarantee that they all just sit there going, "Oh, who's that guy?"
Yeah, because he's handsome.
Yes, handsome, mega contract. So I'm chasing him already.
26 years old, fits that mold.
And he's the face of Campbell's.
Yes, very, very marketable. Very marketable.
Absolutely.
Yes, no, you're right about that.
Even though, like...
Also has a very sad backstory.
Yes.
With everything that, so, like, it's terrible, but ABC will take that as a amazing nugget to exploit.
Yep, just like they do with America's Got Talent. I think that's NBC.
Yes. Well, so ABC, the draft did it this year. I mean, it's just something that these, do.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, he's very handsome, has that story. A little bit of a bad boy, got into a little bit of a trouble before the draft. So he has that appeal to him. A little bit different than the normal Bachelor. Like, he's got tattoos, he's jacked, he's, doesn't have the flowy hair.
I think that adds to him. I think he might be like the first Bachelor?
No, he will be the first, first African American Bachelor, because there's like no variety or diversity when it comes to. Like I said, it's so this year there was a person that I think most women wanted to be the Bachelor, but not the last Bachelor. But they didn't choose him. He was African American. Also, very good looking guy.
Gotcha.
Very good looking guy. And a lot of people were disappointed that he was not the person. But yes, no, I know. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dak Prescott.
If I was the Bachelor, I'd be like, you gotta spice it up a little bit here. I need variety. Forward.
Oh, of course. I know. They're just it's ridiculous. But yeah, Dak would be good. He'd be really good. He'd be really good. I would worry his personality is a little.
You know what I'd like to see?
What?
Like a spin-off of the show. Like, call it like Dak and the Dancers. And it would be Dak trying to pick his bachelorette, but they were all Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
That would get you watching The Bachelor, wouldn't it? That would get you watching it. But yeah, no, I mean,
I'd be down.
Of course you would. Nah, he's a good pick. I would get worried that he's a little boring, but he's a good pick.
Yeah, for sure.
He's definitely a good pick. My next guy is actually someone who is familiar with the reality TV realm, as he was married for 72 days to a Kardashian.
Oh, boy.
His name is Chris Humphries.
Oh.
Who did you think I was putting?
Lamar Odom.
No, I couldn't. No. That's he's also Lamar Odom is engaged. So I tried to stay away from him. But Chris Humphries is very good looking. He's very handsome. Kind of fits that Bachelor type look. Yeah. And also the viewership were people who hate him because they're Kardashian lovers. It would bump up ratings. Like, he has that reality TV background. He dated probably one of, if not the biggest female celebrity right now, one of the biggest. He has a long career in the NBA as being the double type, like 10 and 10
Yeah.
guy. He's tall, he's good looking. He's 35, which is technically a little old for The Bachelor, but I think if they could get him just based on his relationship with Kim Kardashian, I think it's a win-win.
Oh, yeah. Now, question, because I try to stay away from the Kardashian. I don't want to keep up with them. Is Chris Humphries one of the video people?
What do you mean, one of the video people?
One of the Kardashian videos.
Cameraman?
No, cameraman.
What are you doing?
Like, is Chris Humphries one of the special videos that are...
Oh, no.
Okay, I didn't know.
I know what you're talking about. No. Videos, gotcha. No, that's Ray J.
Okay.
No, they actually... They had like a huge... No, it's just one. They had like a huge wedding that ended in 72 days. It was a rushed engagement for TV, but he'd be obviously interesting because of that aspect of he wasn't likable on the Kardashians. Like, they really made him very unlikable.
Sure.
So, also, you need you need like a villain type too to be.
Yeah, I'd say so.
You don't just want. It sounds so terrible, but you don't want a good bachelor. You don't want a good bachelor every time. You can't. Sometimes America, as much as we love heroes, we love a good villain. I don't know if he'd be. I don't know if this kid from Minnesota would be a villain, but it'd be interesting to watch.
I agree.
I think that he'd be a good bachelor, just based on entertainment. All right, who do you have next?
I have next. Probably. He's young. He's hot. He's single.
If you put yourself, I'm not. Oh well, you're not single. Never mind.
Ashley's at work, so technically I am.
Oh God. Cut.
I'll edit that out. And I think he's in a perfect place to be a bachelor.
Okay.
I am taking young Tua Tagovailoa.
That should be their first challenge, would be spelling his name.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, then he'd have no options.
That's good.
You didn't tell me that spelling was a part of this competition.
No.
I'm leaving.
Also, just so you're aware, a lot of the girls that are on the show come from Alabama.
Girls.
Like Miss Alabama was she the last Bachelorette? Yes. The last Bachelorette was Miss Alabama.
All right.
Who went to Alabama?
So also selected for this show.
Well, edit.
I feel totally worthy.
Yeah, I mean, I think no. But anyway, so you went 2-0 with this. We're changing the topic because you can't get into trouble.
That's true. Please. Tua. Yeah, Tua, I mean, I think he's going to look good in that Miami uniform, too.
It's your favorite uniform, that's why.
Blazing when he's, on the sidelines, sweating. They're going to be like, ooh, that sweaty.
Good looking kid. Also, I don't know if he'd be the first Hawaiian. I don't know about that. If he'd be the first Hawaiian bachelor. I think he would.
Hawaiians are attractive people.
Yeah, I mean, he's very, very attractive. He's young.
Taking a lure?
He's gonna. I mean, he's living in Miami, which is a hell of a lot better than living, in other places. He's
Like,
gonna have.
Tom Brady, before married, was probably a really eligible bachelor, but who in the hell wants to be an eligible bachelor in Boston?
I mean,
Hey,
they
you,
have a.
come here.
You have.
Come over here.
You have a lot. You have a lot of colleges in Boston
Like,
with
tough.
smart, well, smart, good-looking young women.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it might not be the worst place, but Miami is probably the most fun place to be a single
Hell yeah.
quarterback. Maybe LA, but
Yeah. Yeah, it'd have to be a warm climate so you could show off the cannons.
right. Yeah, I mean,
You don't want to be wearing
a lot of
pieces and a beanie.
right. It's a crapshoot, but yeah, no, he's 22, so he's a little young, but he's got, I mean, the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Coming, I don't even know what backstory he has, but he has a large family, which is a very large family.
Yep.
He's an astronaut. Yeah, yeah, why not? Why not?
He's gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a decent choice. He's just a little young, but he's not a bad choice.
Mature though.
What?
He's also very mature though.
He is very mature.
Yeah.
He is very mature. I agree. Also very marketable.
Mm-hmm.
A very marketable guy.
Yes.
I like him. I give him A+ for that. I give you an A+ for that pick. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
I'm writing down all of our picks.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I think we each have. So we'll do 5. We have 1, 2, 3. So this was your 4th pick. So this will be my 4th pick. I am going with, just for the entertainment portion. He's very entertaining. He's tall. You gotta,
Abdul-Jabbar.
no. When you're at the Bachelor, when you're going through this process, you have to trust it.
Uh-oh.
Joel Embiid. Also, Joel Embiid has hit on every good-looking celebrity woman on Twitter. He's 26. He's from Cameroon. He's, again, marketable. A lot of people really like him.
Uh-huh.
And you're telling me that will not be a fun season?
Oh, it'll be great.
You wouldn't want to watch. Yeah. It's not. Listen, I'm not just picking guys that, are the most gorgeous men alive, like you. I don't think you've picked a bad-looking guy. You're just oh, they have to be beautiful. First off, beauty comes in all shapes and sizes, my friend.
That's
and
true.
Joel Embiid. And Joel Embiid would be such good entertainment.
Mm.
Just the amount of crazy stuff he would do. Could you imagine all the gifs and memes that come out of that season?
Yeah.
It would also be interesting to see he's 7 foot and then the height difference between, because most of these contestants are 5'3", I'd imagine, 5'3" to 5'6". So
really?
That would be interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not
can't be on the show.
Would you want to be the Bachelor or would you want to be on the? Well, you'd have to start on the Bachelorette.
Well, oh really?
Yeah, there's. I mean,
sometimes
they'll do.
On the Bachelorette, is it a female picking a male or a male picking a female? Okay.
It's a female picking a male.
Gotcha.
The Bachelor is a male picking a female. after dating, I don't know what it starts with. I think it's 26 women.
26.
Yeah, I think it's like they start with 26 women. I know it's a lot, which is why Joel Embiid would be perfect because I feel like Joel Embiid can handle that. He's.
You saying he's big pimpin'?
Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would call him big pimpin', but it would be big hilarity to watch all. It would.
All right.
I mean, just his. Could you just imagine his Twitter going off during that? Like, he's already known for trolling people and all this stuff, and then he would literally troll the women that he, left behind. The reunion show with him in it would be incredible. It would just be such a fun thing to watch. He's obviously a dark horse candidate. Like, I don't think they would pick him.
Sam Darnold in there, then.
Sam Darnold's very boring, though. Like, Sam Darnold's like, what? With all the women? Yeah, I mean, I know he would, but he'd be boring. Joel would be fun. He's obviously a dark horse. He's a dark horse candidate. Like, he's not, for sure, the person that you would normally choose. But when you think about entertainment and popularity and just mentions and ratings, he comes to my mind because he is so crazy.
Okay. I'll take that.
Listen, I don't think that he's going to, by any chance, get the Bachelor title, but as me and you are executives, we need to also think about the ratings. Our ratings, which keep our jobs.
Yep. Well, I'm about to slam dunk the ratings.
So is it a basketball player, or
nope.
Was that just used poorly?
Nope. Just me using terrible acronyms. That's not a thing.
No. Metaphor?
No, I don't like metaphors.
Well, I'm just saying, okay, you could, like, if it was a hockey player or a soccer player said, we're going to score a ratings goal with this.
Yeah.
When you say slam dunk, it makes me think it's a basketball player.
All right, well, we're about to throw a really, really hard fastball at these ratings.
All right. Again, you could have said a home run if it's a baseball player, but I guess it's a pitcher.
He's got like 2 home runs in his career.
All right, who do we got?
Bachelor in New York State entirely. The most attractive man to ever throw a baseball in New York. Featured on an episode of Game of Thrones. Built like a ton of bricks. And he's got Thor's hammer in his pocket.
Oh, God. Noah Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard.
I just don't know how he's going to be ratings gold when he's not even on the best team in his own city.
Ratings gold. Have you seen what this man has done on Twitter?
No, I actually haven't. I don't pay attention.
Joel Embiid out.
He is very good looking, too.
No filter.
Handsome guy.
Looks like Thor.
He does look like Thor.
Because you know he's the quintessential. What do they call those things?
Honestly, I'm looking at his face. He's not that handsome.
Oh, he's gorgeous. He's a gorgeous man. Stop your nonsense.
No, I'm not trying to not knocking him. I just say.
But he's got Goldie.
Who is the guy? He has the same face as the guy in Step Brothers. Not Will Ferrell. What's the other guy?
John Riley?
Yeah, they literally have the same face.
Hi.
They have the same face.
You are insane.
But yes, no, I got you. He's 27. He fits that mold.
He's a sunshine kid.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Yep, I got you.
He wins.
Okay.
Because everybody goes to be like, oh, he's a hunk. That's what they would be like. Oh,
well, we also have to worry about his injury, We don't want an injured, Bachelor currently. So he needs to heal up before we.
Wait a minute.
But yes, no. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no. I think that he's good. I could see why you picked him. I could see why. I get it. I went also with a baseball player who has played for the Mets, but also has played for tons of organizations. He's 35. No. Matt Kemp. Because Matt Kemp also has a history. What did you say?
He's in my honorable mentions.
Oh, is he?
Top 5. Yeah.
He's good looking.
He is very.
Very handsome.
Mm-hmm.
Dated Rihanna, which automatically, again, ratings boost.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he had a good career. I don't think it's. I shouldn't say he had because he's still technically.
We'll see.
But he had a 3-time All-Star, 2-time Golden Glove, 2-time Silver Slugger. LA was a big hot commodity in LA, which is always good for a ratings boost. And you could see him on an ad with the rose in his hand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely, he's a great pick.
Oh yeah, I think honestly we did a great job casting.
I think so.
I think our list has been broken down. I'm interested to hear give me 2 of your honorable mentions or 1 of your honorable mentions, whatever you got.
Matt Kemp is 1.
Okay.
Jacob deGrom was another one.
He's married.
I know. That's why he's an honorable mention.
How could he even be in?
He's gonna get divorced. Come on.
Oh, can't say that. He just had a baby. What do you have, a baby last year, dude? Come on.
Likely. What do you think the cause of the divorce is gonna be?
Oh my god.
Kids do. They just come in and they're like, "Hey, everything that you loved, get rid of it," including mom.
Oh god. Okay, Matt Kemp is a good honorable mention. Jacob deGrom, I don't know what is going on in Long Island that
I also
obviously the air. Oh, you have to have a Yankee when it comes to.
I have a Yankee.
Come on.
The guy hasn't played baseball in about 12 years, but he's still getting paid.
Who is it?
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Yeah, he's handsome.
Very.
Handsome. I think he's also married, though.
I don't know. I thought he broke up with
it. It's potential. Yeah. Okay, I have. Do you have any more?
Nope, that's it. I have 35 honorable mentions for the Bachelorettes, though. So
yes, which will be coming up after this one. I am gonna. Okay, I'll pick 3. So I had Jose Canseco on my list because.
Wow.
He is so entertaining. He is. That's why he didn't make the list. I showed a little bit of ageism there.
Bachelor.
Well, he's. Yeah. Well.
That's not a bad idea.
His wife was on a reality TV. His ex-wife. His daughter has dated reality TV stars and YouTube stars.
His wife was in Playboy.
What'd you say?
His ex-wife was in Playboy.
Yeah, his ex-wife is gorgeous.
Yes.
And then you should see his daughter is.
Mm-hmm. Dime.
Beautiful. Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's a dime.
She's a dime. Yeah, she's good. She's really, really good. Like really, really pretty. I just think it would be funny to see him on. I think he needs to be put on reality TV show. Maybe The Bachelor isn't the place for him, but I think that you need to a Jose Canseco show because he's so.
So you're saying bring an additional show and kind of like, Rock of Love.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, I don't think he's ABC material quite, but for sure VH1 material.
We should do that for
Or
this.
like WeTV. What?
Lose your ass.
Such
Well,
an idiot. Lose your ass.
that seems like a terrible. Oh man, that's
We
a
have.
terrible name.
I mean, listen. I wish we could do that with the athletes. That, like, if we had a very, if we had a nice single friend that we could bring on the show, like,
Absolutely.
and with the guys that the guy that I've been talking to, who I'm hoping that he will appear on the show. He's very good looking. I know I showed you the picture. I'm not gonna say his name because we're not sure when he's gonna come on or if he's gonna come on. Super Nitro's gorgeous. He's very handsome. We have him on tomorrow.
All right.
Cole is adorable. Bryson is adorable. We've had some very good looking. Bryson is very handsome. We've had some very handsome men that if we do a dating show, we'll see how this, the reaction of this video goes. But I that's something that we can, look forward to in that's something we could look forward to in the future. But
absolutely.
Yeah, so Jose Canseco needs a show. I don't know if it's necessarily a dating show, but he does need a show. But that's why I put him on. I also went with this guy. You think you need a show, or is that what you said?
I get a nice dating show.
Next person on my list is.
I thought, by the way, I did think that Shantae was very, very attractive.
Oh, Shantae, beautiful one, but she has a boyfriend who.
We've had a good round up.
Very good looking, nice people.
None
that
of
were
them
on the
have
show.
been as good as me, but they've lived up so far.
Yeah. Okay. So my next person. Yeah, he might. We'll see. And he could probably kick your butt. So that would done.
Can you ask Super Nitro if we can compare abs on the show tomorrow?
I will ask him. I'll talk to him. But so my next person after Jose Canseco is you're not gonna like this pick.
Here we go.
But he's technically still married, but he's in the process of getting a divorce. His name is Jay Cutler.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No, listen to my reasoning, because you do not watch trashy reality TV.
I do not.
I do. No, you do. His wife, going to be ex-wife, had her own show on the E! Network.
Really?
Yes.
Who was his wife?
She was Kristen Cavallari.
Never heard of her.
Headphones went out for a second. She's been on many reality TV shows, like many reality TV shows. Okay. Lots. He was recently, her reality TV show, most recent one, which is not coming back for a fourth season, was called Very Cavallari, and Jay Cutler was in it, and Jay Cutler grew quite a fan base because of his nonchalant, I don't care attitude.
Gotcha.
And had become like a cult hero, which a lot of people like. Plus to bring him on a show with, I'm sure many women watched his wife on The Hills on Laguna Beach. I'm sure a lot of people watch her show now. So I think it would bring a viewership. And also, people on Twitter loved him on the show. Yeah. Like, he's very big. What you remember...
Attractive guy.
So, you remember him for is...
I thought he was a good quarterback.
Okay, laziness is what you noticed him for.
Yes.
Not...
Yeah.
Whatever. That's what you noticed him for.
Yes.
But he actually has built quite a fan base in the reality TV realm, which is why he would be good on
Nada. You experienced technical difficulties. I got you. I hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that.
Messing around, Deirdre. Messing
I know. I think it's the headphones. I have no idea what it is. But yeah, so he's built quite a fan base on reality TV.
Mhm.
But he's going through a divorce, so I didn't think that would be appropriate to put him on. Well, I mean, I think that the ink needs to dry before I have him be,
Nah.
you know. Okay. That's okay. Okay.
Around here.
Apparently, and then the next person I picked was Luka Doncic.
Mm-hmm.
Reason I didn't put him in is because I don't think he can even drink yet. And if you're not drinking on, but he can't. And it's a very alcohol. They fill you with alcohol to make it more entertaining. Well,
and,
I mean,
explain to me why I am not on their show.
I shouldn't say they fill you with alcohol because I've never been on the show, but from what I see on the show, I believe they fill you with alcohol.
I'm ready. I'm ready for my debut. I'm going to put in a formal request.
Well, you can sign up for the show.
Oh, can you? Sweet, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, like you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I mean, it might be. No, I'm a
cold word.
Hold on. I'm not saying you shouldn't because I don't think that you would do well, and I don't think that you're a handsome guy and all that stuff. It's not because of that. It's because your current situation. You probably shouldn't apply for a dating show.
But I should, because then I could become like a billionaire.
Okay, I don't think that any Bachelor or Bachelorette contestant has become a billionaire.
Well, but advertising for the podcast.
That's what I was thinking too. So like,
he's the host of the Lose Your Ass podcast.
So like a part of me that was like, yeah, he should try to get on, wear the shirt, do all that stuff, and then like the woman in me was like, no, he can't. So I was very. I was very conflicted on that. Also, you could become a villain on the show because you have a girlfriend at home, which happens to a lot of the guys.
And she's pregnant, so.
Right, so it's like double whammy. So you might think that you were getting advertisement for our show, but it's actually not gonna.
What we could do, I think this would be fun. What we could do as a little joke, we can make a contest. I mean, like we could make a video of my submission to be on The Bachelor.
I think that's great. Why don't you join like something else, like something that doesn't involve dating?
Want to be a millionaire?
No, because that's like a one-time. Like you need to join like a competition show, like maybe Survivor or like Big Brother. Or like The Circle, which is a good one. It's like a competition show to win money.
Okay.
You like money more than love.
Oh, hell yeah.
Exactly. So that would be more your scene.
Wait, you don't get money on The Bachelor?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure they pay you, but I'm not sure.
So one of my notable mentions for the females just went live on Instagram.
Really?
Yep, she must have sensed that she was about to partake in something.
Well, we're finished with the men.
Yep.
Let's keep it going for the females. We'll just keep this recording and we'll cut it and it'll be. Or you need a break.
Yep. Need 5.
All right. So stop recording. We'll be back.
We need a song.
We do need a song.
Like
you need to find a musician friend.
Lose Your Ass podcast.
I'm sure we can find someone. I'm sure there's some struggling artists who will do something for us for free because we need it.
That's true. I'm sure. Oh, one more honorable mention before we go. I did have Aaron Gordon on my list. I just saw that on my paper.
Ooh, Aaron Gordon's nice. Oh, we didn't pick who is going to get the Bachelor. We need to pick it.
I think we should do it at the end of the show.
End of the show?
Yeah.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll be back with the women next. You need to stop recording.
Yep. Thank you. We'll be back.